Hi, my name is James, and we're going to look at the 10 brands that I feel represent me. First up, these are my Belleville boots. They are among the toughest and sturdiest boots I have ever owned. I've had these boots for over 10 years through Iraq and through all the hikes I've gone through. Belleville has always been my choice brand for boots. And with my Bellevilles, I have my Oakley sunglasses. This is my third pair of Oakley sunglasses after having lost my previous two pairs. I got these after my LASIK eye surgery way back in the early 2010s, and these have lasted through the years. They are durable and they last a very long time. Bonus, the lenses are easily replaceable, so you do not have to buy a new pair. Something that I got into years later, gunplay model kits. They were something I got into to pass the time when I was at home. This is the Cup Noodle anniversary kit that came out this year. I thought it was really funny. It was fun to put together. I got about 60 kits all on my own. These are really detailed down to the last bits. A hobby that I got into was taking photographs. I switched over to Sony cameras. There was a brand that I recently got into after upgrading from my old Nikon DSLR. Mirrorless cameras are outstanding and some of the best in the market for professionals. These are real popular, especially in film. A lot of industries have been using Sony cameras. Even these photography types, they can take really good video. And speaking of video and photography, Android is my next brand. I switched to Android a long time ago. They just have a lot of customization, a lot of freedom. They let users install apps outside of the usual Play Store, and they really open up to developers. And they've been adding cameras to this. This has about 5 cameras loaded on there to switch out, especially on the fly. My next brand I'm actually wearing, these are my Ray-Ban sunglasses. These are a pair that I bought when I was in flight school, and this will always be a memory of the time I used to fly in helicopters. Even a memory of South Korea, because it's exactly where I bought this pair. They're very comfortable, they're very popular, they're also quite expensive. And to go along with my aviators is my Mavic Mini drone. When I got my drone license, I'd flown several cheap models, but nothing beats the DJI drones. This Mavic Mini is small, but it is tough, and DJI is a very hard company to compete with their strong brand value. This thing is very small, fits right in the palm of my hand. I can take it anywhere, and it's very, very lightweight. I love flying this around everywhere, any chance I get. My next brand I don't have on hand. Chamisul Soju is a hard drink for me to get here in the US. This is a rice wine you typically enjoy with friends. I drank this with friends in South Korea, and I've had a lot of good memories. I've also had a lot of no memory nights. It comes in a multitude of flavors. The alcohol level is not that strong, but for being a foreign drink and being a wine, it can hit foreigners pretty hard. And speaking of drinks, Erdinger Hefeweizen beer is my only choice of beer here in the US, and there are very few places I can get it. It's always been a good reminder of my time living in Germany, and it is one of the first few beer types that they always recommend when you first get there. They always tell you, go down, go drink yourself a Hefeweizen beer. You'll love it, you'll like it, and I've always drank that ever since. It's not that strong, but it tastes really good, and it's always going to be a good memory of my 2 years living in Germany. And speaking of Germany, this is my Schweinfurt Brauhaus beer mug. A friend of mine gifted this to me many years ago after I shattered the one I received in Germany as soon as I got home from the country. And it broke my heart because I love this mug. I use it for practically anything and everything. Schweinfurt has been one of the very many places that I've enjoyed traveling to. And Germany is just a really, really fond memory. Those are my 10 brands. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna finish this. Have a great week. Prost.